Welcome, everyone. It's been a whirlwind in the AI world lately. And oh boy, the news front changed so fast. It's like the very laws of our industry have been rewritten.
Absolutely, it's crazy. The headlines alone make you wonder if the ground beneath us is shifting.
Right. Think about it. The first full week of October 2025 wasn't just a steady stream of updates, it felt like a complete pivot. Hardware deals, massive money flows, strategic moves. It's basic physics of the industry, just warped a little.
That war on hardware is intense. Nvidia have been battling it out for ages now, but this recent AMD OpenAI deal especially feels monumental.
Oh, for sure. AMD committing to supply, wait for it, 6 gigawatts of GPU power. That's not just a chip sale, it's like a small
Yeah,
city.
crazy.
Imagine the scale. It's the entire supply chain, data centers, energy logistics. It's a full on infrastructure marathon.
And then there's that co ownership twist. AMD even hands over a warrant, a time sensitive option to buy up to 150 million shares, which could eventually translate into OpenAI owning, get this, up to 10% of AMD if the target conditions are met.
Exactly, and that effectively ties the fates of one of the biggest AI players with its chip supplier. It's not just a vendor client deal anymore, it's like a symbiotic relationship um, where stand to gain or lose massively.
Very strategic. But then, if you step back, you see the whole financial ecosystem at work here. NVIDIA is, background funding its own ecosystem. They're giving huge discounts, investing billions. It's a circular loop where money seems to flow in a self sustaining cycle.
Right, it's almost like a perfectly engineered money machine. Nvidia invests through its venture arm, subsidizes discounts on chips, and then boom, OpenAI signs massive service contracts that funnel more money back into Nvidia.
Yeah. And it raises a critical question. Is this overwhelming demand wholly organic, or is it partly fueled by these financial maneuvers?
That's the $1 million question. It almost feels like the money is chasing itself. You have these astronomical hardware commitments, especially with OpenAI burning through cash at models that require immense compute.
Mm-hmm. OpenAI, let's talk about their sudden. Just a couple of months ago, they were all about safe AGI, but now it seems like they've taken a detour.
Yes, and that pivot is fascinating. After that controversial dev day, Altman made a statement that stirred up a huge reaction, rolling back some content restrictions with GPT-6. I mean, mentioned loosening controls on erotica
Yeah,
content.
that's wild. Exactly. It's a complete 180 from what they advocated about safety and a focus on superintelligence. What do you make of that shift?
It seems less about ethical recalibration and more, frankly, about business strategy. Altman argued that being the moral police isn't their job, rather, they're betting on a billion user base. It's like long term distribution over maintaining a purely research oriented, safe AGI focus.
Right. So, in essence, OpenAI is trying to monetize by making their models more accessible and integrated, even if that means stepping away from the strict safety protocols they once championed.
Hmm. And that ties directly into the concept of the AI operating system emerging. Their dev day really showcased that ChatGPT isn't just a chat service anymore. It's becoming a core hub for applications. Imagine using it as a gateway for everything from scheduling to creative work.
Yes, right. And parallel to that, there's a whole revolution in video AI. Have you seen what's happening with Sora 2 and Google's VO 3.1?
Oh, definitely. Sora 2 is like unnervingly. People are actually discussing how its video quality is crossing into a cultural moment. Meanwhile, VO 3.1 is coming in with more practical, granular controls. Think native audio generation, frame based animation, and even
Mm-hmm.
on screen editing.
Yeah, it's how Sora sort of captured the public's imagination with its hyper-realism, even though it raised ethical alarms, like the issues with likeness theft, especially with historical figures.
Exactly. The cameos feature in Sora 2, for instance, caused an immediate uproar. You had actors and creators freaking out over potential misuse of their images. And then Google quietly launches VO 3.1 with features that let you control the narrative much more precisely.
Right, that's a significant point. That contrast is key. Sora is all about raw capability and realism. VO 3.1 focuses on precision and editing, giving developers a different tool set entirely.
Correct. And then there's the shift right into the agent and desktop revolution. Anthropic's Claude skills, for instance, are simplifying how specialized AI agents are built. They're packaging instructions, examples, even Python libraries into these neat little modules.
Yeah, it seems to lower the barrier for creating sophisticated agents. And that's not all. We're also seeing NVIDIA's DGX Spark making its debut, desktop AI compute power that blows traditional setups out of the water. $3,999 for a powerhouse that can handle models with up to 200 billion parameters locally?
Precisely. It's like having a supercomputer sitting right on your desk, and if you need extra muscle, you can link units to run even larger models. It's democratizing, making high-end AI work possible for individuals and small teams.
Absolutely. And we can't ignore the fact that this democratization is paralleled by major consumer hardware moves, like Apple's new M5 chip boasting 4 times the AI GPU performance of its predecessor.
Indeed, it's a multi-layered revolution. With AMD handing out a deal that could topple NVIDIA's dominance, OpenAI redefining its mission to bank on massive user engagement, video AI shifting from mere novelty to mainstream tools, and desktop-level AI power emerging, it's a complete of the landscape.
Right on. And yet, for all this progress, there's that lingering question about whether these moves are purely progressive or if there's a risky side behind such immense financial maneuvering. Isn't it a bit concerning how much of this seems subsidized or circular in nature?
That's a thoughtful point. It's one thing to see innovation, but another to recognize that some of this explosive growth may be tactically engineered to keep stock prices high. NVIDIA, for instance, is ensuring a never-ending demand for their chips through clever financial.
I agree. It almost forces us to ask, when the dust settles, what becomes of genuine, organically driven demand versus this orchestrated ecosystem?
Exactly, and that question doesn't just apply to hardware, but to the broader AI ecosystem. When a company like OpenAI pivots from safe AGI to attracting a billion users, is that a measured strategy or a frantic scramble?
Right, that's a fair challenge. And then there's DeepMind's breakthrough moments, like generating a novel cancer research hypothesis that was experimentally validated and optimizing fusion reactor plasma control. That shows AI moving beyond imitation into genuine discovery.
Yeah, those breakthroughs are, it's sort of like no longer just augmenting our work, but making leaps into uncharted scientific territory. It's a different level of proactive intelligence.
Exactly. And even on the personal level, having powerful compute on your desktop now lets developers, artists, and researchers experiment without breaking the bank or relying solely on cloud giants. That's a game changer for democratizing innovation.
Totally. Imagine running 70 billion parameter models locally, or chaining DGX Sparks to tackle even more colossal models. It collapses a barrier that once felt insurmountable for smaller players.
Yes, it really levels the playing field. So if we were to synthesize all this crazy news into a few takeaways, what do you say are the 3 big lessons from this transformative week?
Okay, first, compute is truly democratizing. Hardware deals are not just about money, they're about accessibility and competition, giving more players a chance to build big.
Absolutely. Second, reality is blurring as AI-generated video and media become so compelling, they challenge our legal, ethical, and creative frameworks.
Right? And third, the emerging AI operating system is reshaping how we interact with, build on, and even think about intelligence. It's shifting from a reactive tool to proactive integrated infrastructure that's um, becoming the backbone for from daily apps to scientific discovery.
Yes, exactly. It's a lot to digest. With all these massive overlapping changes, from hardware battles, strategic pivots, and financial loops, to breakthroughs in video AI and desktop compute, there's plenty to reflect on. And it really makes you wonder which side of the revolution you're most excited about versus what concerns you the most.
Absolutely. And it leaves us with that critical question. As AI becomes foundational to more aspects of our lives, are we comfortable with the pace and the underlying financial and ethical mechanisms driving it all?
Mm-hmm. It's a compelling tech history, and one we're all watching closely.
For sure. We'll keep diving in as more developments roll out. Thanks for sticking with us through this deep dive, and we hope you're as eager as we are to see how these shifts shape our future.
Absolutely. Thanks for the great conversation.